Hello, GMAT class of 2014, July. I'm Joel Trachtman. Remember me from Abu Dhabi? I'm back, and we're discussing international law. There's been a lot going on in international law since January when we met. Both Vladimir Putin and Barack Obama are claiming the mantle of international law in connection with their position on the Ukraine and on Crimea. It's argued by the United States, by Secretary of State Kerry and Barack Obama, that Russia's actions and perhaps incipient actions in the Ukraine are violations of international law. On the other hand, the Russians are saying that they may have to engage in some kind of humanitarian intervention. And the doctrine of responsibility to protect, which is not a legal doctrine, but a developing political doctrine, may be something that the Russians use as a basis for their action. The United States has weakened its ability to respond to this through its own actions in Kosovo and perhaps in the second Iraq war. Um, this week, we'll be talking about the WTO and tariff bindings, the basic, the fundamental type of obligation in the WTO. There have been other cases that have been going on at the WTO of great importance, one relating to the ability of the European Union to block imports of seal fur from Canada. And that's been a very contentious trade and environment type of case. We'll be discussing trade and environment later in this third term. There's been a case on subsidies for solar panels, a question of the scope, again, of environmental protection and exceptions in the WTO. So these are all important cases that happen to come up at the WTO, and we'll be discussing the types of rules that exist at the WTO in the next few weeks. As you think about the EC Computers case, focus on the process that the WTO appellate body followed in interpreting the European Union's obligations. It's an important process. It's an important reference to the interpretative rules of the Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties, and that's really at the core of this week's readings. Thanks a lot, and I look forward to seeing you on the boards.